Good morning. Come on in. Come on in and make breakfast. Once you're here, say, hey, KJ. So I know you're watching. Make sure you hit comment, hashtag replay. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, you hit the like and subscribe and share and all that jazz because it helps me out. It helps my growing business to continue to remain successful on YouTube and grow. I want to blow YouTube up. Good morning. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Mallory. Hey, McNutt. I need some oil. I'm going to have me a yummy S breakfast this morning. Yummy S. I know the captions probably said something different. Hey, Robin. Hey, Faith. Hey, Jen. Hey, Tracy. All right. A little avocado oil. Y'all, I'm all about the squash. Can you see all the squash in my background? Let me show you a little bit. I got a big delicata. I got a little deliquata. Deliquata. This one is from the farm stand. This one is from my CSA yesterday. Both are delightful. Big, little, doesn't matter. Delicata is amazing, no matter how you have it. I have this beautiful Blue Hubbard squash here. This one's going to go down in the basement because this lasts a long time. So that one's going to go down the basement. And then I have this, which is what I am making today. I have some right here. This is kabocha squash. And this is, it's a type of kabocha squash. This is a sunrise squash. Isn't it pretty? It looks like a little pumpkin. It's not a pumpkin. It's a pretty little, is that dirt? Yeah, it's dirt. I just got that one at the farm stand the other day. I was walking by, I'm like, I have like 10 at home. Should I buy another? Yes. I can't. Like all the squash, okay? It's high in beta carotene. It's high in vitamin. It's high in vitamin. It's high in beta carotene, which transfers to vitamin A and vitamin B. I get them confused. Alpha carotene and beta carotene. It has both. It has tons of vitamin C, tons of fiber, regulates your blood sugar. It's anti-inflammatory. It's anti something else. What was the other anti I read? Antioxidants. It's full of antioxidants. Okay. All right. I didn't turn my heat on. That's right, Sarah. God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. Ate some of the sunrise squash or the delicata sherry. So delicata later in the season gets harder to cut. The thing about delicata, the smaller ones, you don't have to peel any of them. You don't have to peel delicata. I'm gonna open my door right off because this is gonna smell. My husband's gonna be like, "You were cooking onions. I smell onions." Delicata. The bigger ones, I almost lost the squash, tend to peel more. These ones, you don't have to peel at all. And they cut not terribly, but what I like to do is cut in the middle, scoop out the guts with this. You've got to have one of these. If you do not have one of these, go to my links, go to Pampered Chef and get one of these. It's a requirement for the fall. You scoop out the seeds in like half a second, slice it so you got like half moons, and roast it. Girl. Right before it's done roasting, throw on a little brown swerve. All right. Here is I steam it. Whoops. I make a bunch of it and steam it. You got enough left there for another serving. I just throw it in my steamer. I have like a countertop steamer. Steam it for 20 minutes until it's... You want some squash? You want some squash? Say hi. What? Can you dance? No, you gotta dance. Dance. Come on. Dance. Better than that. You can do it. You dance. You dance for your food. Dance, turkey. Back up. Can you dance? Come on. You're not a very good dancer this morning. Usually he's like crazy good dancer, but this morning he's like, yeah, I'm lazy, Mom. Just give me the food. Squash is good for doggies. He likes it raw. He'll eat a lot of it raw. He eats squash better than carrots. He used to like carrots. He doesn't care for it no more. He likes squash now. Butter. That's what I was looking for. I put a little oil in my pan, but I like the flavor of a little butter on my squash. Not that much. I'm going to come back and complain. Who got all that butter in my, or squash in my butter dish? And I'll blame it on somebody else. It was me the whole time. Butternut. Butternut. This is kabocha, Shelly. This is sunrise squash. Kabocha sunrise squash. It's this one right here. It's super, super orange, and it's got such a good texture. Dawn, no. I have not always been a squash fan. I still do not like butternut. Out of all the squashes, I love all of them so far except butternut. I don't like it. I don't know what it is, but it's not my... I don't like it. Lately, I've been buying lots of squashes because I've been going to the farmer's market and seeing all these different squashes. And I'm like, things that in my head I always looked at and thought was a gourd. Like, that blue thing, green thing, I had never heard of that. I just thought it was a gourd. I thought it was just an ugly fall decoration. I did not know that this was full of beautiful nutrition. That is, most of these squashes are fuel pull, okay? They'll last a long time, Mallory, if your basement is cool. It's gotta be cool. Mine will be like 55 degrees this winter. So they'll do okay. Then I started researching the nutrition in squash, and I'm like, okay, when I was a kid, squash came in a frozen brick that you put in the microwave, and it was soupy and gross and tasted or looked like baby food. Didn't taste like baby food. Well, it kind of did taste like baby food. I hate the way these pans smoke. You either have to use a ton of butter or you have to add water or you get smoky craziness. I love these pans, but they smoke so bad. I hear you. Go. I have to add water to everything I sear just to keep it from burning to the pan and let it cook down some. Or I have to use a ton of fat, and I don't always want to do that. So anyway, I started looking at these different squashes differently and buying them, and they're hard to cut, but like that sunrise squash, I peeled it. Took me a while. I hated it. I growled, I complained, I moaned, but once it was peeled, I steamed it. It slices easy once it's peeled. I steamed it and put it in this container, and this will be like my 5th meal off it this week. And they're fuel pull. Some of them are best kept to smaller portions, but I look in the Food Analyzer app, and if it doesn't give me a limit, if it says best kept to a half a cup in an S, and then however much you want in an E, then I will be careful. But if it says fuel pull, I just eat it. Here's the way I look at it. Nobody ever got unhealthy from eating too much squash. I'm not going to eat too much squash, okay? I'm not going to be like, oh, I ate 40 pounds of squash. No, I had a cup and a half, almost 2 cups yesterday with my lunch, and I couldn't finish it because it's very filling. So I'm not worried about eating too much squash. These eggs, Eggland's Best Eggs, are literally the world's most itty-bitty eggs I have ever bought. They are, look how tiny they are. They're like teeny, teeny baby eggs. Yes, that's good that way, Sherry. That's the thing. I always only ever had squash at Thanksgiving. And I roast it and put brown sugar. It used to be brown sugar on it. I was like, yep, that's good, yum. But it's a Thanksgiving food and it's brown sugar required. Make it spicy. Try different things. Sherry, it's so hard to find them. I can't find anybody local. I used to have somebody local that would bring me eggs. She doesn't do it anymore. Can't find anybody. There's no roadside stands anymore. Whoops, I meant to put that on my squash. This is Cajun seasoning. The farmer's market is sold out the first 10 minutes that I get in there. Who just said that about Kroger? Martha. I'm glad you brought that up. Because a lot of places will do that stuff for you. A lot of veggie people, what do they call it? Produce sections. The produce manager, if you ask for the produce guy, they will do that. They will cut up things for you. Yeah, I'm sure it has, Sherry. I know at Sam's Club, if you buy a pork loin when it's on sale, you ask the guy behind the counter if he'll cut it up. He'll cut it into chops and roasts and whatever you want. Okay, this is how I baste my eggs. I cook them a few seconds and then I add some water. All right, I'm gonna put a drizzle of sauce on it because I like a little flavor flav. Not the wrapper, just the actual flavor. You want a little shorter, KJ. This is a pesto mayo made with avocado oil from Thrive. And I'm going to warm it up and just drizzle it over my squash because I think it's going to be yummy. Mallory. Mallory's like, use your stupid Berkey. Why did you buy that thing if you're not going to use it? Because I forget. Even with Mallory standing there yelling at me, I can almost hear her screaming at the video. Use your Berkey. And I'm like, yeah, I forget. Yeah, that's good. Pesto mayo made with avocado oil. Separating a little bit, I don't care. Add some flavor to the top of my squash. I put ranch on my squash yesterday. I'm telling you. Hello, Kathy. I just burnt my, is my house full of smoke? I think it is. I just burnt my bacon. Hold on, get open my window. I hate that. I don't know there's smoke in here until all of a sudden there's smoke in here. I don't even realize it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, woo, she's smoking. I burned my bacon. That's all right. Shelly, I wouldn't say that I necessarily save money buying from Thrive. There are some things I absolutely do save money buying from Thrive. But I burnt my squash too. There are things from Thrive that I can't find other places, and it makes it easy to buy a lot of stuff from there because I get free shipping. So I buy a lot of things from there that I don't buy locally because I can't find locally. So instead of doing orders from multiple places, I can buy from Thrive. A couple pieces of burnt, like seriously, KJ. I went all out burnt on my bacon. My dad's gonna scream at the camera if he's watching. Don't you put cold water in a hot pan! Whatever, Dad. I'm an adult. I do what I want. Alright, I'm gonna pour. Listen, I don't propose that you just heat up mayo and pour it over things. It's probably not gonna taste very good, but this is a pesto mayo. Okay. Michelle, this is I just made some squash. Fried up some squash and onions with a couple pieces of bacon and some eggs. And this is some mayo from Thrive Market. It's a pesto mayo, so it's kind of like a dressing when you warm it up. That's how I like it. I don't really use it as mayo. There we go. Look at that. Yummo. Oh, good. Need some salt. Need some salt and pepper. Ooh, that's good. Here we go. Easy peasy. See how quick and easy breakfast is if you have stuff prepared? Prepare a squash. You don't have to make a casserole, or you don't have to make a recipe. Just cook a squash and stick it in your fridge all ready to go, and then all you have to do is cook it. Warm it up. I could have just microwaved it and smashed it with some butter. But I didn't. I did it this way. It's good. Shelly, I desperately need to do that. I've had a few people ask me for that, and I really need to. I got a hair in my eyeball, and it's giving me the twitch. All right. Hey, if you're not part of Overcomer October, you should be, because it's amazing, and there is so much support and encouragement happening over there this week. The wins already in 1 week are amazing. My gosh, now I just rub my eye with the onion finger. Y'all, my eyes are like this because I was bawling my eyes out this morning. Why? Why, KJ? Why were you crying? Because I just paid off my final credit card. Thanks to all the crazy generous support towards my business. You guys. We have been trying for years to pay down credit card debt. It was big. Big. And I just paid off my last credit card today, and I'm credit card debt free, and I am over stinking whelmed by that. It's a big deal. So I bawled a lot. When I hit pay, I almost curled up in a ball and died because I was just so overwhelmed. So I'm very grateful for you supporting my business. If you have not signed up for any of the cooking classes, if you're not part of Flames Group Coaching and you don't want to be, that's okay too. I have cooking classes coming up. In a couple of weeks, I have our first cooking class, which is oh my gourd. We're going to make a pumpkin Gouda souffle, which, by the way, if you've signed up for or you're part of my group coaching, Gouda is missing from the shopping list in the Gouda souffle. You should get Gouda. Oh my goodness. That is going to be a fun class. And then next Thursday night, Coach Canada has monthly Power Hour, where it's an hour talking through a specific topic with another coach. That's me this time. Coach Canada and I will be having a Power Hour talking about holiday hacks and how to have a successful on-plan holiday without it being stressful. And there's free resources and a chit chat, and it's going to be fun. Okay, so if you haven't seen that, the link is on my page, and I also sent out an email this morning about it. Also, I have a lot to say this morning. If you are not part of my email list and you would like to, so that you don't miss any of the upcoming things that I do, make sure you go to my website, www.joyfullifewithkj.com, and sign up to be part of that. That's all I have to say this morning. I love you all. I'm going to go to work. It's 8 o'clock. I'm going to be on time-ish. I love you. Have a blessed day. I will see you tomorrow. If you have any questions about anything, send me a message. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.